Police body cams captured video, but not audio of the encounter. The image is now at the heart of a federal civil rights lawsuit. It says he was walking to a store last August in Humboldt Park when two Chicago police officers ran up to him, slammed him against a brick wall, and smashed his head onto the sidewalk more than once. The officers are soon surrounded by angry witnesses at the scene. The video appears to show Kennedy wobbling as he's led away in handcuffs. He says he suffered a concussion, as well as cuts to his face and hand and wrist injuries. In this police report, officers say they confronted Kennedy because he had a shocked look on his face when he saw police.
Hey guys, I do have a Friday morning editorial for you. We're in this room because the wife is sleeping in the other room and I don't want to wake her up. This is her project, Meet My Family. This is my family. That's her project, her wall picture of wall of pictures. So if you're wondering, if anybody asks, what are all those pictures? That's the family. I do have a Friday morning editorial for you, and this one was sent to me by somebody. You know, if you think you're free in America, you're not. You're only as free as law enforcement allows you to be. That's it. If you think you have civil rights in this country, your only right is to sue. And not even that is guaranteed that you'll win. What am I talking about? Let's look at it. Thank you to ABC7 Chicago for the story. Newly released body camera footage shows an arrest at the center of a lawsuit filed against the Chicago Police Department. Leroy Kennedy IV, the man who was arrested last year, said he did nothing wrong. His case was later dismissed, but he said the ordeal has left him traumatized. The West Side man said he spent 4 days in jail and was charged with aggravated battery to an officer, but he said the video of the incident shows police were the aggressors. Police body cams captured video but not audio of the encounter. The images are now at the heart of a federal civil rights lawsuit.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. You get nervous, you get even more nervous once you see the police.
Kennedy said he was walking to a store last August in Humboldt Park when two Chicago police officers ran up to him, slammed him against a brick wall, and smashed his head on the sidewalk more than once.
I told him, sir, I'm not resisting. I just want to get my glasses. He slammed me again, thinking I'm resisting.
The officers were soon surrounded by angry witnesses at the scene, and the video appears to show Kennedy wobbling as he's led away in handcuffs. He said he suffered a concussion as well as cuts to his face and hand and wrist injuries. In a police report, officers said they confronted Kennedy because he had a shocked look on his face when he saw the police, and officers said they thought Kennedy was attempting to conceal a firearm. But no weapons or drugs were found. Later, after supervisors arrived, the officers appeared to have little to say. Christopher Smith, Kennedy's attorney, said the police couldn't even pretend he did anything.
What's he arrested for?
They instantly started fighting. We didn't.
But you don't know what you're arrested for? The police couldn't even pretend he did anything. So you have a police report which gives no description of a crime and no reason for approaching him other than his bulging eyes.
All charges against Kennedy were later dropped.
I'd be asking the court to dismiss the charges.
The city's law department did not respond to ABC7's request for comment, and a Chicago Police Department spokesperson said the department does not comment on pending litigation.
I'm not saying shit.
Well, I don't want you to say shit. I want you to answer me.
Of course they don't comment. They're in the wrong. Now, you know, if this guy had had a gun on him that was, let's say, he was carrying an illegal firearm or unregistered firearm, they would be spouting across the news. They'd be doing press conference after press conference. The young man had a weapon and a firearm and he was arrested. But because the Chicago Police Department are the aggressors here, they have nothing. Oh, we don't comment on pending litigation. Well, you do when you make an arrest on somebody that you feel was a lawful arrest. But you don't comment when all of a sudden you're the ones who are called the aggressors. You see, we're not free in America. We just get to live here because law enforcement allows us to live here. So that might be a test for some of us to do, even me. If a cop drives by, give him a shocked look. and see what they do. If they turn around, what are you looking at me for? I don't know. I was just looking at you. What's the deal? You know what, Mr. Kennedy, we're going to take your back. That's a good, what do we want to say, social experiment to do. I think I'm going to do that from now on, for a few times anyway. When I see a cop, I'm going to give a shocked look. And if he turns around, I'm going to turn on my camera and I'm going to record the interaction and say, I just gave you a shocked look. What? I'm not allowed to give a shocked look to anybody? That's right. We got your back, son. And I'm going to tell you guys what else. When you see a cop, get out your cameras and start recording. Because if there were no body cameras turned on in this incident, that young man would have been going to jail for all kinds of misdemeanors and maybe even a felony. But because of body camera footage, saved his butt. And we got your back. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Community Leo Watch, watching Leos as law enforcement officers to include thugs out of Chicago and from coast to coast.